Good morning, Puzzle Combaters. Alright, so happy Sunday Fun Day, first off. I have a bit of a different video to do here today. I've been collecting up veterans badges like nuts. So I'm in my alt account here. I've got 8. And in my main account, I've got 17 chests to open. So a lot of us run into it being crappy loot all the time. Well, is it really all the time? Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time it's gonna end up being 1 and 2 star stuff. But I thought I would do this video because I could actually accumulate the badges and just kind of show what it RNG does and what it goes through, because there are times where we're gonna get good loot and we probably don't even realize it because we're looking for something specific. And when I say something specific, it's usually this higher end 5-star promo mats, which we need for our 5 stars. I have enough repelling gear when I finally get Thrasher up there that I can promote him right away, which is awesome. And we have a hard time wrapping our heads around the RNG of the play. Like, it's just random. As you can see, I end up with lots of tactical masks, but maybe not something else. I don't have very many memory sticks. And that is going to be typical of everyone. In my main account, I cannot for the life of me hang on to a lot of tactical masks, but I end up with tons of other stuff. Like, I'm probably approaching 100 in all this stuff here, the 4-star promo mats. I think I'm approaching 100 with a lot of those, just after 2 years of collecting, but I cannot for the life of me get some of the 5-star promo mats I need. And let's face it, this is the top of the line stuff. We are just not gonna have that stuff drop a lot, but it does drop. So I thought I'd collect up the veterans chest, since you can't really hang on to these. Like, you've gotta redeem them right away so the timer starts. Or if you happen to be someone that skips chests, then you can skip right away and use gold to skip them. And then the war machine every 5, like, you've got to redeem them all right away, so you can't kind of see any patterns with it, because you will get some just plain old crappy chests. You will. Like, I got one the other day that was literally 3 gold. I think it was a vial and something else, and just my food and metal. That was it. But that's the randomness of RNG. It goes through these patterns where every once in a while you start from the bottom, I guess, and then the loot kind of rotates from there. But we have a hard time wrapping our heads around that, especially when we're focused on the 1 or 2 things that we need. So I kind of wanted to sort of break down the different chests here with the veterans badges and see. Okay, so there's a surgical kit and an epic skill book. That one's pretty damn good. Nanotech powder. Am I looking for epic skill books? Absolutely. Am I looking for surgical kits? Not necessarily. I don't really have any purples. A coyote is gonna need them eventually, but I am happy to see that. Do I need suppressors? Absolutely. Was I necessarily looking for it? No, not really. Was I looking for the epic skill book? You betcha! And the nanotech powder for high-end crafting. So that's a decent chest. And the veteran badges are known to be a little bit more generous, which is definitely why you want to farm there when you get a chance to. Circuit boards. Alright. Decent. That's used in a couple different items. 2-star crafting weapon. Awesome. I will get some 3-star parts off of that, which means it can go into my Weaponsmith 10, which is super super expensive to run, but that will give me parts to keep on running it for my 5-star. Another epic skill books. That's awesome. 5-star weapons, I should say there. That's a nice 5-star weapon part there, too. 1 loot ticket. Don't be too generous. Give me 3, you cheapos. An epic weapon ticket, right on. So if nothing else, I will at least get a weapon that will give me parts to keep other stuff going. Okay, so those 2 have been pretty good so far. Another epic weapon ticket, oh wow. Red dot sight, that's cool. So another craft weapon, which will give me more parts. So that's awesome. So you have to keep kind of the whole picture in mind too, right? Like, you do need some of this stuff. Do I need a vial? Absolutely not. Those can, you know, if they were real, I'd probably be smashing them. Because I have so many. Smash them and recycle them into something else. Advanced antidote, that's cool though, even though I can craft lots of those. It's nice to get some of that, because especially when there's an event like the Alliance event that does burn. So it's nice to collect some of this stuff up. Am I necessarily looking for it? No. I got thousands of ear protectors too. But that is just the randomness. Like, the 1 and 2-star parts you're gonna see the most of. It's just the way it is. Okay, so this one is pretty good too. What's with all the epic skill books? That's awesome! I so need those. So I'm kind of focused on that because of how rare they are for me, which means I can get my heroes up a little bit more. Like, I don't buy anything here, so this really helps because of the special skills on my 4 and 5 stars that I want to get done. And I don't even, so I get what, 1 from Path of Valor, I think. In my main account, I actually do get the 4. I think it's 4 altogether, because I do buy the regular Path of Valor in my main account. So I can easily, a bit more easily, get my skills leveled up in that account than I can here. So I am very happy to see all these. Alright, and a foregrip. Sweet. Again, if I don't need it for any of my blue weapons, that can go into my weaponsmith. Crowbar, I don't think I necessarily need those, but that's okay. And keep in mind for future that SG is going to introduce different buildings. So even though I have, and I'm approaching 100 on some of the 4-star craft items, or promo mats, sorry, I will be able to trade those in for something different later on down the road. So with this whole thing, you got to keep in mind sometimes the whole big picture of it. But we really do have a hard time making sense of the RNG of it sometimes, which is where I think people sometimes get down about the loot that they get, because they only can see this crap that we don't necessarily need. And they're focused on the few things that they do need and never see. Another holographic site, that's interesting. 1 loot ticket. I love getting loot tickets here though, because I don't see them very often, so that's cool. And a rare skill book, which is fine. I've actually finally got a bit of a stash of those in this account, so it's not too bad. It is very hard in a free-to-play account though. Sometimes you just don't get the stuff you need at all. So I would definitely recommend farming in veterans as soon as you can, because it does end up being worth it. Oh, War Machine Flask. Another epic score, baby. Alright, Trainer Hero, that's cool. Another craft weapon. Another vial that I want to throw against some rocks. So that's pretty good too, suppressor. I might actually be able to finish off one of my 5-star blue weapons soon, so that's cool. Assault backpack I do have lots of. Another epic. Oh, you are loving me today. I hope you are as generous with my warboards when I go to do my hits here in this account. Aerospace material, good stuff. Crafting material. And the detonators, I know it's only a 1-star item, but those are used in, what, 2 different things? So it's good to see some of the 1-star stuff as well sometimes. Sometimes I run low on gunpowder, so I'm getting an average of about 3 gold as well, which is good. I'm trying to save up for a 10 pull. Takes a long time to save up for a 10 pull. Okay, so this one is pretty basic. It's a lot of 1-star stuff, and this is what I'm talking about as the randomness. 2 common skill books there, 1-star item. So yeah, there you go. There's one of the probably lower end reward chests right there. But it's still good stuff that I need. I'm always happy to see trainer heroes. Get my heroes done a little bit faster. The craft weapons, even if it's a 1-star, it's going to give you parts that you need. And then, of course, these 2 basic crafting items you use quite a bit. I use them anyway. I use them a lot on War Machines and that, so always happy to see those. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Now, if you just go into the recent activity, you can just kind of go over and see, you know, there's really not some bad stuff. So like, you can't always see because you got to redeem them right away with the other chests, but the other chests would look similar to these as well. But if you get a bad basic one like here, the very last one that I got, that tends to be our focus. That would be the last thing I see, and I'd be like, ah, that's crap. Well, it wasn't, though, because look at the previous 7. There was some decent stuff overall. Really good loot altogether. Like I say, do I need all of it? No, not necessarily. But I am happy to see it. Okay, so that's a rundown of those 8 in my alt account. And I don't do as much farming here, so I do tend to obviously hit this one up with veterans quite a bit. I usually hit up 9-1 here. Okay, so I am just gonna switch accounts here, and then we can go over the chests that I have in. Okay, so over in my main account now, just gonna go over my inventory here, and I'll just kind of show you. So I actually do have 5 tactical masks right now, right on. That's awesome. So 76 assault backpacks, 73 Kevlar vests, 76 wrist computers. Yeah. See, there's not a chance in hell I'll ever go through all of those. But, like I say, I just keep the future in mind. So, don't let the loot get you down. Don't let it ruin the fun of your game, because this is the design of it. At the end of the day, it's a grind, unless you want to put money into it to purchase some of these items. Otherwise, the game is going to make you grind. And keep in mind, the rare quests happen about every 12-ish days, about 2 weeks, and it rotates through all of these, right? So it will take some time to accumulate these, but you will be able to. And right now I don't even have any. What am I missing here? Oh, repelling gear, because I just used it all on Marina. So in order to promote my second Jocasta or another 5-star red, it'll be a heck of a long time for me to accumulate 6 of those again. But that's okay. I'm here for the grind. I like that part of the game. I don't mind grinding. Alright, so let's trade some of you guys in now, shall we? See, like, I have hundreds, probably thousands of gas masks. I don't need any of that. And this one to me looks like a basic reward as well. But I do have a foregrip. Those 3-star weapons parts are awesome. There's your average gold, average loot ticket. 3 in 1. So I'd say that's probably one of the bottom of the piles as far as rewards go there. Oh, hardwood grip. Awesome. Got a absolute shit ton of combat manuals. I don't need those. 4-star trainer hero though. Very good. Very good. And 3 common skill books. Alright, so that was a bit above the last one, but not by much. Another foregrip. Ah, an epic. Nice. And a flashbang. Right on. I am always happy to see those low-end battle items. Trench spade. Oh, 4-star trainer hero again. Okay. Thank you very much. 2 rare skill books and an epic. Right on. And 4-star weapon part. I would say that one's pretty good. I have lots of magazines, but I don't have epic skill books in this account either. So that's cool. I have tons of rare skill books. So I don't necessarily need all of this, but I'm happy to see a lot of it. And the craft weapon will provide me with more 3-star parts. Ah, nice one. Okay, and I am so short on gunpowder in this account. I didn't think I'd ever run out, and I actually did. I had to go farm for gunpowder. It's like, what the hell? I don't understand. Why am I out? But I actually am. So I'm always happy to see that stuff. Combat boosts are expensive to make. I don't like making them, so I am happy to see them in rewards like this. And 3-star weapon part, and look at that. Epic weapon ticket, 3 gold, and a war machine flask. Right on, right on. Good. Folding stock and an epic skill book. There you go. But you can see the randomness, right, guys? Like, sometimes it's vials, sometimes it's antidotes. Like, it just is random, and we honestly have a hard time wrapping our heads around that because it doesn't make sense to us. Oh, see? And I think this one is pretty good too. Another epic skill book. Craft weapon and trainer heroes, which I always need. Got the flashbang, and then we got a 3-star weapon part. Alright. Hardwood grip, good. And grenade, good. Good, good. Those are about the highlights of that one, but that's awesome. Okay. So yeah, don't let it get to you guys, because it's gonna steal the fun out of the game for you if you're always focused on just 1 or 2 things and never getting them. And like, you gotta see the big picture of some of this. Hardwood grip, defibrillator, and epic hero ticket. Nice, nice. Okay. Laser rangefinder, that's good. And another vial for me to smash. Uncommon skill books, like I have thousands. But again, if they introduce more buildings and we have converting options, we may be able to convert those lower end skill books into higher end skill books. Probably cost us an arm and a leg as usual, but that's okay. Another epic weapon ticket, that's good. So eventually this stuff might come into play later down the road. They haven't introduced any new converting building options in quite a while. The last ones they introduced was the weaponsmith, and that was many, many, many moons ago. Right on, 4-star craft weapon. Many, many moons ago. And I'd imagine they'll be making the move to do a Hero Academy and some kind of conversion lab soon. Especially since the game is now finally globally released, and it's coming up on, well, 2.5 years for me and a few more months for some of the other places where it was released sooner than Canada, like the Philippines. So they've got to keep the game fresh and new, so they're going to introduce that stuff hopefully sooner rather than later. So it will be coming, just something to keep in mind for the future. 3-star craft weapon, yay, yay! Another epic. Oh, and love that. See the legendary too. Nice. I would say that's a really good one. Really good one. Even though I'm not really seeing promo mats, there's other stuff that adds to my game. It's frustrating, don't get me wrong, and I agree with a lot of you guys when you say, oh, it's crap loot sometimes, because it really is. And I'm never ever got a lot of the 5-star promo mats, so it is frustrating. And I get it. Defibrillator, which I don't need, but another epic skill book. Yeehaw! And that's good seeing the hardwood grip too. Okay, 4 more. Yeah, so, well, 4-star trainer hero, that's good. This one looks a little bit basic to me too. Small charge drinks though, I go through a lot of those, so I'm always happy to see those. Yeah, this one looks like a rather basic one. For sure, but there's stuff in here that I can still use. Laser rangefinder. Oh, 4-star experimental explosives, that's good. I think this one's another basic one too, but there are a couple of higher end items, so that's alright. Okay, so hopefully this helps you guys sort of give you more of a big picture look at what goes on, because when you're just turning in one hero chest at a time or one enemy chest at a time, you tend not to see the overall of what the loot actually is. And these veteran badges, being that we can collect them up, I thought I could show this just to see a different perspective. So folding stock, I don't know, I'd say that one's a pretty basic one, but I am happy to see a couple of the things in here. That's good. Alright, last one, peeps. Another folding stock, that's good. Yeah, so this one was pretty basic too. I do appreciate seeing all the trainer heroes and craft weapons I did here though. That's awesome. And then I got a bunch of epic skill books mixed in too, so that's really good. Really good. So 3 epic weapon tickets. 3 epic hero tickets. That's good. Well, I think I had a couple of those epic hero tickets already. Got another War Machine flask in there, which is good. See, I had no epic skill books at all, and those 17 gave me 6 overall. And it gave me 1 legendary, so... Yeehaw! Yeah, I'm really hoping the conversion option on these common and uncommon skill books will be there in some kind of alchemy lab. That would be really awesome, but... Okay, so don't get too frustrated, guys, honestly. This is the way SG makes you grind. It was no different in Empires and Puzzles, but I know not everybody in Puzzle Combat here has played Empires and Puzzles, but that's the way they made you grind over there, too. And in all honesty, Empires and Puzzles were not that generous with this kind of loot, too, for your 4-star promotions. Like it wasn't. I always had a hell of a time getting stuff like the equivalent over there is trap tools for purples, and it's surgical kit here, and oh my god, I could never get them. I honestly think some of the promo mat items come a lot easier here than it did over in that game, for me anyway. Like I said, don't have as much luck with the 5-star promo mats, but that's fine. Yeah, so just don't let it rob your joy of the game, right? Just keep grinding away. It'll come all in good time. But definitely hit up veterans for those badges. They are pretty awesome. Okay, I will leave it at that and take care all. Happy Sunday Fun Day.